Hi friends, welcome to yet another interesting and informative video on Ascendant Lord or Moon in different nakshatras. This is part 2. I have already uploaded part 1 where I have covered nakshatras from Ashwini to Ashlesha. So in today's video, this is part 2. I'll be covering from Magha to Jyeshtha Nakshatra. So this is part 2. And after this, a final part will also come up, part 3. So, alright friends, Ascendant Lord. Ascendant Lord is the planet which is the Lord of the first house or the ascendant in your horoscope. That planet is very significant. It signifies the native, whether male or female or whoever. It signifies the native. Okay? So their personality. It signifies your overall life. Okay? So the Lord of the first house, Lord of the ascendant, is the Ascendant Lord or the Lagna Lord. From that planet, you can also decode so many things about your physical appearance, okay, about your mindset, even about your soul purpose, because it's the body, mind and soul. Everything is signified by the Ascendant Lord. So Ascendant Lord is in which nakshatra? That is very relevant and very important. You need to know. So from that you'll be able to decode so many things about your life purpose and your journey in this life. Because what are nakshatras? Ascendant Lord or Moon. Definitely you can look at Moon also. If Moon is also in a certain nakshatra. So, okay, then definitely it will influence your way of thinking, your mind. Now, nakshatras are lunar mansions. You know, if Ascendant Lord is in a certain nakshatra, it means that certain karmic patterns are going to play out in your life. Because nakshatras, they consist of certain karmic patterns which you will have to go through in this life. Now, those karmic patterns, why will you have to follow them, or why you will have to encounter them? Because of your past life karmas. Your karma from various past lives. You know, they can manifest. The result of those karmas, they may manifest in any way in your life. So nakshatras, they will show, you know, on the basis of your past life karmas, what sort of karmic patterns are going to play out in this present life. So it's very important. If you really want to decode somebody's horoscope in depth, okay, in detail, then you need to look at the nakshatra. That's very important. So Ascendant Lord through different nakshatras. This is part 2. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. If you want personal consultation, details are there in the video description. If you want to learn astrology also, you can get in touch with me. Let's have a look at the sample chart. Welcome to the sample chart. In this chart, you can see that this is the chart of a Leo ascendant. Alright, Sun is in Leo. So, first house, the sign of Leo. So, Leo ascendant. So Ascendant Lord is Sun. Ascendant Lord is Sun, placed in the sign of Leo itself in the very first house. So you have to find out which planet is the Ascendant Lord in your horoscope. So in this horoscope we see that Ascendant Lord is planet Sun. You also have to find out in which nakshatra planet Sun is placed. If you don't know in which nakshatra your Ascendant Lord is placed, you can go to AstroSage app. You can download that app on your mobile phone. You can just feed in your birth details, date of birth, time of birth and place of birth. You'll have access to your horoscope or birth chart or Lagna chart. What you do is, just above your chart you have the planets tab. Go to the planets tab. You open the tab and you'll come to know in which nakshatra each and every planet is placed. So we want to know in which nakshatra Sun is placed, because Sun is the Ascendant Lord in this horoscope. So for this particular native, Sun is in Leo, Sun is in Purvaphalguni Nakshatra. So for this particular Leo Ascendant native, Sun is in Purvaphalguni Nakshatra, which falls in Leo. Alright, so similarly, please find out in which horoscope, in which nakshatra your Ascendant Lord is placed. Ascendant Lord or Lagna Lord is in which nakshatra. That is very important. So let's move ahead. Okay friends, so if your Ascendant Lord is in Magha Nakshatra, what will happen? Magha Nakshatra is ruled by planet Ketu, and it falls in the zodiac Leo. So the sign Lord is Sun. So you have to combine the energies of Ketu and Sun. Alright? And Magha Nakshatra, the symbol of this nakshatra is the royal throne or palanquin. Alright? And so it is a nakshatra which you can say is a royal nakshatra in a way. Sun and Ketu, to combine the energies, ruled by Ketu. Yes. Magha Nakshatra, the deity is the Pitras. Pitras or Pitris or the Pitragan, who are referred to as your ancestors. They are the deities. Okay? So they are the ancestral deities. Okay? Now, so ancestors and their blessings, they are very important for a Magha Nakshatra person. If your Ascendant Lord is in Magha Nakshatra, so you need to follow your lineage, your heritage, your tradition, your culture. You need to keep them alive. That's true. And you need to hold on to your tradition, your lineage, and see what new things you can add to it. Maybe you can approach to that tradition also in a new way, in a novel way, and take it forward. So keep that tradition alive and take it forward. That is a responsibility which is there on the shoulders of Magha people. So if they follow some profession which belong to their ancestors, and if they really do justice to that profession, whatever that might be, they're going to excel in their lives. They can be very successful actually. Nevertheless, they have to be dedicated to their profession, very much dedicated. Alright? And the animal symbol is male rat. Male rat is the animal. It's very significant. So male rat, animal symbol, it actually stands for adaptability, survival, resilience. Okay, it also can stand for independence, the ability to face challenges. It can also stand for resourcefulness. So all these qualities are associated with Magha Nakshatra people. So you can never miss the symbols which are connected to the nakshatra. Alright? So and these people, they can definitely do well in spiritual practices, healing practices, occult practices. Alright? They can be very kind-hearted and forgiving also if Sun and Ketu are well placed. Okay? They will also, in relationship, they will want to have a very committed relationship, and they want their partner to be totally loyal to them. Alright? A spiritual connection, that is what they aspire for in the relationship. So they can do also well they can be very good healers. They can do well in the medical profession, in the healthcare industry. They can be great people. They can be great, physicians. Also in the field of Ayurveda. So Ayurvedic medicine, healing, So yeah, all these things, even they can do well in the field of technology. So these are, or they are people who actually love their independence. So if they move towards some independent business, entrepreneurial work, or if they have this desire to start their own business, or if they're an independent counselor, so whatever work they do, they have their desire to work independently. So even if they're doing some job, suppose they're doing any job also, they need to be very disciplined and structured. But if it is possible, they should also do something of their own independently. Then they can be very successful. So yeah, all these things about Magha people, they love their tradition, culture. They do generally, if Sun and Ketu are well placed, they will never compromise on their moral principles. They give a lot of importance to knowledge, to going to the depth of things and acquiring knowledge through hard work, research, investigation. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra, which is Purvaphalguni Nakshatra. Purvaphalguni Nakshatra is ruled by planet Venus. And it also falls in Leo. So the sign lord is Sun. So you have to combine the energies of Venus and Sun. The symbol of this nakshatra is hammock or swinging bed, or the back legs of a cot also, I think. Actually, Purvaphalguni Nakshatra refers to not the back legs, sorry. It's Purvaphalguni. So it will refer to the bed, it will refer to the swinging hammock, swinging bed or hammock, okay? Front legs maybe of the bed, Purvaphalguni. So yeah. So this is the symbol. Why? Because these people, they love to seek pleasure, all right? They are pleasure seekers. They can be very romantic, by temperament. So temperamentally, very romantic. They also have a lot of desire to find true love in life, Purvaphalguni. They are, generally people who are very peace-loving, okay? And they want to live and let live. For them, their independence is very important. They have a high sense of self-respect, all right? And they want to lead a comfortable life. So that is also their desire. All right. So yeah, and in relationship, definitely they're looking for somebody who would definitely be truly committed to them, but again who would love them passionately. Sun and Venus, you have to combine the energies. Venus rules the nakshatra and falls in Leo. So they want commitment, they want loyalty in the relationship. But they also want their person to be, very much attached to them. Like they want their person to be also involved with them romantically. The romantic connection is also what they aspire for. So they are people who believe in being harmless to others. They will never interfere in others' matters unless it is necessary. Okay? So they just want to lead a life of peace and pleasure. They definitely, Purvaphalguni people, they also, because they really, for them establishing their own identity in life is also important. So they want to gain knowledge. They can be good healers, occultists, all right? They could be in the medical profession. They could be in the occult, as I mentioned, in psychology. They can do well. They can be an independent counselor. They can do well after gaining education, they can enter into teaching. They can be great teachers, counselors. These are all promising fields for them. Now, Purvaphalguni people, the deity is Bhaga or Bhag, which is, that is Bhagdev or Bhaga, refers to the god of marital bliss and prosperity. Okay? So Lord Bhaga refers to is also a sun god, a solar deity who stands for marital bliss and prosperity. So these people, they definitely have a deep-rooted desire to, get married and settle down peacefully with somebody. So marriage is definitely very important for them in life. Marriage and happy settlement, definitely. So yeah, and all these things about Purvaphalguni Nakshatra people, right? So they will definitely, they can reap the fruit of the good deeds of their past life in this life, because Purva refers here, it can refer to past life, and Phalguni can refer to the phal or the results. Alright, so they will reap the fruit or the good results of their past life, or whatever results of their past life in this present life. Alright, so now depending on their past life karma, they are going to be rewarded, blessed, or even they may have to face the consequences, whatever, of their past life karma, definitely in this life. If they have some sanchit karma, which is good karmas, then they can lead a life of prosperity. After marriage, they can become very prosperous. It's possible. Alright, but again, depending on past life karma. So they will be rewarded, or they may have to face the consequences accordingly. So even if they are facing certain challenges in life, then it is something to do with past life karma. So they will have to face those challenges. They'll have to take them in their stride. They will have to gain knowledge. Alright, it's very important for them to gain knowledge, to enhance their creative skills, make use of their intuition, alright, and move ahead in life with positivity. Okay, so yeah, now let's move on to the next nakshatra. Uttaraphalguni or Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra, which falls in, the animal symbol I forgot. So sorry. The animal symbol of Purvaphalguni Nakshatra, I'm very sorry. Animal symbol of Purvaphalguni is the female rat. Female rat. This symbol also stands for resourcefulness, adaptability, and survival. So Purvaphalguni Nakshatra people, they will believe in gaining knowledge. They can be resourceful, knowledgeable. They can also be very adaptable. They will believe in adaptability. They will have survival instincts. Okay? So yeah, they will not give up easily in the face of challenges. They will have the power to remain strong, and they will try their best to overcome all obstacles and challenges. Now let's move on to Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra. This nakshatra is ruled by Sun, planet Sun, and it falls in Leo and Virgo signs. So if Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra falls in Leo, then the sign lord will be Sun. So then there will be a lot of Sun energy. Nakshatra lord Sun, sign lord also Sun. If Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra falls in Virgo, then the sign lord will be Mercury. So here you have to combine the energies of Sun and Mercury. The animal symbol, let me mention that. The animal symbol is the bull, also referred to as Nandi the bull, who is the Vahana or vehicle of Lord Shiva. Okay, and It stands for strength, adaptability, and divine connection. So all these qualities will be there in Uttaraphalguni people. If your Ascendant Lord or Moon is in Uttaraphalguni, you will have a lot of strength. You'll have the ability to overcome obstacles. Adaptability will be there. And you will also have divine connection. That means some connection with the divine. They can get into spiritual practices. They can be very large-hearted, forgiving by nature. So Uttaraphalguni people, they can also get into occult practices. They will always be desirous of gaining knowledge. They will always believe that knowledge is power. The symbol of this nakshatra is also the swinging bed or hammock, because sun is the king of all planets. So this nakshatra also has certain royal qualities. It's ruled by sun after all. So the hammock is also the symbol. The back legs of the bed. In this case, Uttaraphalguni will refer to the back legs. Alright? Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra. So, this nakshatra, definitely the people, especially if it's falling in Leo, they will have a high sense of self-respect, self-esteem. They will believe in independence. They will want to be totally self-dependent. They can gain education, acquire certain creative skills. Okay, and through their knowledge, education, creativity, intuition, they will be able to do well in any field of work. Whatever be their field of work, they need to be disciplined, structured, and committed, and ambitious. Now, definitely they can have entrepreneurial skills, and they can also have the desire to work independently. If they get the opportunity, they should definitely do that. Knowledge is very important for Uttaraphalguni people, especially if it is in Leo. It's all about gaining knowledge. They also are people who are seeking spiritual connection and love. So they will be able to connect with somebody only if that person has selfless love for them. Alright? So that is very important for them. True love is what they are looking for, Uttaraphalguni people. And they want definitely commitment and loyalty in the relationship. All these qualities about Uttaraphalguni, they can be independent counselors. They can do well in any creative field, especially if it's in, I was talking about Leo. Now if Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra falls in Virgo, then you have to combine the energies of Sun and Mercury. These people can be very analytical, very meticulous about details. Alright? Very meticulous about details. So in relationship, they need to be a little careful. They may enter into conflicts with their person because they are very argumentative also. They can be very argumentative by nature. They will try to overanalyze things and situations and things pertaining to relationship. So don't be over meticulous. That may spoil the beauty of the bond that you share with your partner. Instead, they need to have a desire or tendency to serve their partner, to help their partner in day-to-day work. If their partner belongs to their, somehow if their partner is associated with their work, alright, or somehow, because for Uttaraphalguni people, especially if it is in Virgo, they can also be very particular about work and about material gains from work. They can be very materialistic. So they can be very particular about work. So somehow if their partner is somebody who assists them in their work, or if they are assisting their partner in their work, then that will improve their relationship, especially if it's falling in Virgo. Uttaraphalguni, the animal symbol. The animal symbol, already mentioned. It's the bull. The bull is the animal symbol. And the deity is Aryaman, the god of contracts and social bonds. The deity of this nakshatra is Lord Aryaman, a solar deity, who stands for social contracts and bonds, social bonds, even unions. So that is Aryaman. So these people, that is why they can do very well in independent business. Uttaraphalguni, whether in Virgo, whether in Leo, generally, they can have business skills, business acumen. And also the animal symbol I have mentioned, it is the bull, which is known for its strength, resilience, adaptability, its hard-working nature, its persistent nature. So that is the approach that Uttaraphalguni people have to life. A very hard-working, steady approach to life they have. They're very persistent in their efforts and endeavors. So these are the qualities of Uttaraphalguni people. In relationship also, especially if it is in Virgo, they should never give up. They should analyze what went wrong and they should try to avoid conflicts with their person. They should never give up. If it's falling in Leo, then they should always, try to, be friends with their person, and they should see to it that this relationship is based on friendship and spiritual connection and true love. So now let's move on to the next nakshatra. So, and if Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra is falling in Virgo, then they could be into the field of occult, healthcare, profession of law, technology, any field of work which involves research, investigation, a lot of hard work, they will do well. So now let's move on to the next nakshatra, which is Hasta Nakshatra. Hasta Nakshatra is ruled by planet Moon in astrology, and it falls in Virgo, so the sign lord is Mercury. So you have to combine the energies of Moon and Mercury. So it is needless to say that these people will be very creative by nature, creative, even intuitive by nature. Alright, Hasta Nakshatra. These people, they will believe in also their hard work, very hardworking, very practical, even materialistic. So these people can have these qualities, Hasta people. The symbol of this nakshatra is the palm of your hand, an open hand or the palm of your hand. So they can be very skillful with their hands. They could be into handicrafts, architecture, sculpture. They could be into painting. They could be into palmistry, into Reiki healing. They could be into tarot, whichever work involves the use of hands skillfully. So they can do very well. Alright? So they can be great designers also. Writers, great writers, painters. So they can be very creative, basically. Any field of occult knowledge can also be very suitable for them. Medical profession, healthcare industry, very suitable for Hasta people. Profession of law is also very suitable. Any service sector is also very suitable for them. Hasta Nakshatra, the animal symbol is buffalo. It stands for strength, endurance. Strength, endurance. Buffalo is also known for its hard-working, steady, persistent nature. So all these qualities will be there in Hasta Nakshatra people if your Ascendant Lord or Moon is in Hasta Nakshatra. Okay, a lot of strength, endurance they will have, a lot of power to endure things, to tolerate things, because the animal symbol is the buffalo. And they will never give up, all right? So they will also have adaptability and resilience. They will have the power to fight back. They have the power to overcome challenges. Adaptability, adapt themselves to changing circumstances also. Hasta Nakshatra people will have all these qualities, certain duality also, because after all, it falls in Virgo, and Virgo is a dual sign. So all these qualities can be there in Hasta Nakshatra people. In relationship, they are definitely seeking a committed relationship. Alright, they can be very over analytical about certain things pertaining to relationship. So they want a partner who's totally committed to them. So yeah, and so, but they also need to let go of small follies and mistakes and shortcomings. They need to be forgiving also. Then it will be very good for their relationship. So yeah, all these things about Hasta Nakshatra people. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra, which is Chitra Nakshatra. Chitra Nakshatra ruled by planet Mars. It falls in Virgo and Libra. So if it falls in Virgo, sign lord is Mercury. If it falls in Libra, sign lord is Venus. The symbol of Chitra Nakshatra is a bright jewel or pearl. That is the symbol. And the animal symbol of Chitra Nakshatra is lioness, female lion, known for its majestic nature. It's known for its majesty, grace. Alright, lioness. And also known for its strength. Also known for its protective nature, its nurturing abilities. So all these qualities can be there in Chitra Nakshatra people. The deity of Chitra Nakshatra is Vishwakarma. Okay, Lord Vishwakarma, the celestial architect. Also, Chitra Nakshatra is linked to Lord Indra. So Vishwakarma, the celestial architect on one hand, and Lord Indra, the king of all the gods in heaven. So the king of all the gods is Indra. Alright, in Vedic tradition. So Indra, Lord Indra, is also connected. That means Chitra Nakshatra people, they will never give up. They have lots of strategies now, okay, which they want to implement in order to maintain their position of success, no matter whichever field they are in. They have undergone challenges, trials and tribulations in life. It's possible. And they will have to overcome all those challenges and obstacles in order to shine like that bright jewel or pearl. So first they will have to undergo a lot of maybe problems, obstacles, and they'll have to overcome them. So that finally, as a result of, those obstacles, a positive transformation will come about in their life and they will become successful and shine like a bright jewel. So that could be the life pattern for a Chitra native if your moon or ascendant lord is in Chitra Nakshatra. Looks wise, I can say that they can be good looking. Definitely. They can be good looking. They can be people who look very energetic, youthful. It's possible. Wherever they go, they can shine, and they will be able to draw others' attention. It's possible. If you have a strong Chitra nakshatra presence in your chart, you'll be able to relate to all this. Now, the animal symbol I mentioned, the lioness, so they don't give up, and finally they want to achieve success and rest on their throne, because lioness is also, she's also the, you can say, the queen of the forest. If lion is the king, the lioness is the queen. So she will finally majestically rest on her throne after becoming victorious in her endeavors. But yes, definitely it will not be that easy. The journey will involve lots of struggle, overcoming obstacles. Alright, with strength and power and knowledge also. Now, Chitra Nakshatra, as far as the relationship is concerned, if it falls in Virgo, then these people, they may definitely, because in Virgo they're very meticulous about details. So these people, they may have, it may be difficult also for them to find a suitable partner, because they have a certain ideal conception about their partner, and the person they will meet will always fall short of that ideal image of that partner which they have. So Chitra natives, especially if it's falling in Virgo, Chitra Nakshatra, it may be very challenging for them to find a suitable partner. But if they enter into a relationship, they should not be over meticulous. They should not argue or debate over things. They should try to avoid conflicts with their partner. Instead, they should have the desire to serve their partner selflessly. Help their partner also in whatever way they can. Then this relationship will work. As far as career is concerned, they can go into occult, any field of the occult. They can be great counselors, psychologists. They can go into technology. In the service sector, they will do well in the field of law. Sun, Mercury, so even they can do well in managerial positions, management jobs also. Also, the legal sector, healthcare sector, healing, they can be great healers, healing practices, occult practices. So these are all good fields for Chitra natives. They could also work in some loan department in the bank. If they are working in a bank, then they should be connected with the loan sector. Service sector is good for them. Now, if Chitra Nakshatra is falling in Libra, then what kind of career will be suitable? Trading, business sector. They have great business acumen. So, even the field of law is suitable if it is falling in Libra. If it's falling in Libra, independent counseling is suitable for them. Gaining knowledge is important. Making use of their knowledge if it's falling in Libra. Any field of research investigation can also be suitable if it is falling in Libra, because Libra is an air sign and a sign of intellectual capabilities. So all these professions if it is in Libra. Now, relationship. In relationship, if Chitra Nakshatra, you're a Chitra native and it's in Libra, then you can be a social person. You will believe in great romantic connection, sensual connection with your partner. Alright? So you will also want to have healthy give and take in the relationship. And if there is friendship, healthy give and take, sexual compatibility, your relationship with your partner can be successful. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra, which is Swati Nakshatra. Swati Nakshatra, it falls in Libra. So sign lord is Venus, and Swati Nakshatra is ruled by planet Rahu, the north node of the moon. So you have to combine the energies of Rahu and Venus for Swati Nakshatra. Rahu and Venus. The symbol of this nakshatra is a young plant swaying in the wind. A young plant which is moving in the wind independently. So Swati Nakshatra people, they have a great desire to be independent in life. Independence is very important for them. If you interfere with their space and independence, they won't take it easily. Now, the deity of Swati Nakshatra is Vayudev. Vayudev is, god of the winds. Yes, Vayudev, god of the winds. So that means, how is wind or air? That's why in Libra also, it falls in Libra. The element of Libra is air element. And again now there is Vayudev. A lot of air is there in Swati Nakshatra. Air energy. Air energy is not just about independence, it is also about intellectual capabilities, about new thoughts, ideas, original thoughts, ideas, intellectual powers. So if these people, they're given, the ability, they're given that space or opportunity to make use of their intellectual capabilities, then they can do very well in life, even miracles. They can do very well. They need that space. Okay? That space within which they can operate freely. And they can use their intellectual capabilities freely. So that space, that environment they need, Swati Nakshatra people. They can be exceptionally brilliant and intelligent. That's what I have seen. They can have knowledge. Yes. The animal symbol. The animal symbol is the buffalo. Buffalo known for its adaptability, resilience, strength. So all these qualities will be there in Swati Nakshatra people. They will adapt to different circumstances because after all, it's in Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. They know how to maintain balance. So they will adapt to changing circumstances. They can also love social interactions, but with select people, not with everybody. Because after all, ruled by Rahu. So they have a special group of people and they want to be surrounded by them only. Okay? So but yes, they have this ability. They can be social. They know how to behave with outsiders. But they will not open up to outsiders because Rahu after all. So they will like to open up with people whom they trust. In relationship, they want a healthy partnership, give and take, healthy give and take. Even great sexual compatibility also is something that they would like in the relationship. Sensual attraction definitely is important, and they would want their partner to be friends with them. Friendship is very important for them in the relationship for Swati people. And so careers. Now they can do well in independent business. They can do well in independent business. They can go into the field of trading, business, independent counseling, the field of law, liaison. So these are all promising fields. Counseling is very good for them. A psychological counselor maybe, or any field of research investigation can also be good for Swati people. So their way of looking at reality is unusual, extraordinary, because Rahu is there. So they will come across as people who are exceptionally brilliant, intelligent. They have a different way, a different perspective about things. Their way of looking at things, their way of grasping things is very different, very unique. Swati Nakshatra. Highly intelligent, great intellectual powers. If they really get proper guidance and especially the environment where they can make use of their intellectual powers, then they can excel in life. Venus-Rahu combination, so they can go into the occult fields of knowledge. They can be a great occultist, healer, psychologist. So these are all promising fields for Swati Nakshatra people. They can also do well in the healthcare sector. Any kind of healer they can be, healing people. Okay? And I also mentioned the field of psychology and occult. All these things about Swati. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra, Vishakha. Vishakha nakshatra is ruled by planet Jupiter. It falls in both Libra and Scorpio. Now Vishakha nakshatra people, the symbol of this nakshatra, the symbol is the triumphal archway or the potter's wheel. That is the symbol of Vishakha nakshatra. Vishakha, actually, the real meaning of Vishakha is having more than one branch, or it means having many branches, multiple branches. That is Vishakha, actually. The triumphal archway. So these people, they may be interested in different things also. That means they may be interested in multiple things. It's possible. That is, they were following a certain path of profession or studies, and then they may also have another branch. That is, they may branch out along a different direction also. It's possible. But having more than one branch or many branches. So, but always they will, whatever knowledge they gained earlier, that will also remain with them definitely. But yes, they may also move towards gaining a different sort of knowledge, or they may change their field of career. That is also seen in Vishakha people, branching out along a different direction. But always they will be, their foundation will remain strong. It's ruled by Jupiter. If Jupiter is well placed, then they will be very knowledgeable. Though they may have different avenues also maybe of earning in life. That is also possible. They have gained knowledge in one particular field and then they also wanted to gain knowledge in another field. So diverse fields. So that is also seen. Or it may be a change of career path. That also can be their destiny, Vishakha people. The animal symbol. Let's find out. The animal symbol of Vishakha is male tiger. Animal symbol is male tiger. Male tiger, it stands for strength, courage. Strength, courage and power. Tiger, male tiger. So all these qualities will be there in Vishakha people. Strong, courageous, powerful people. Again, the deity of this nakshatra is Lord Agni. If I'm not wrong. Yes, sorry. Yeah. Agni and Indra both. Lord Indra also. So, Lord Indra and Lord Agni. Lord Indra, the king of all gods, and Lord Agni, the god of fire. So, they are the deities of this nakshatra. Together, they are also referred to as Indragni. Indragni. Indra and Agni. So, all these qualities will be there. That means these people, Vishakha people, by dint of their knowledge, they will want to be successful and rule over others. That is, they want to be triumphant and victorious in the end with the help of their power of their knowledge. Yes, that's what. And fire, Agni. So they can also be people who are very ambitious, optimistic, goal-oriented. Jupiter also is the Lord. So very ambitious, goal-oriented in life, very optimistic, very passionate about their goals in life. All these qualities Vishakha nakshatra people can have. It is generally considered to be an auspicious nakshatra because after all ruled by the most benefic planet Jupiter. Jupiter is well placed. These people will be great knowledge seekers. They may seek knowledge in a certain, area or certain field of study. They may follow a certain field of study and then they may acquire knowledge in a different field of study also. And then, or they may follow a certain career path, then they may move towards a different career path. So that is possible. Or they may follow multiple. They may have more than one careers. That's also possible. They have acquired knowledge in different fields. That is also possible. So in relationship, first let us talk about what will happen if Vishakha is in Libra. If it is in Libra, sign lord is Venus. You have to combine the energies of Jupiter and Venus. In relationship, they will want sexual compatibility. Sensual attraction is important. At the same time, in relationship, healthy give and take is important. Friendship is important. Exchanging ideas, thoughts is important with the partner. Intellectual discussions is important with the partner. Healthy communication. Career. In career, if it's in Libra, they can go into independent counseling. They can go into the field of law, into independent business, liaison. These are all good fields if it is in Libra. Any field in which they have to gain knowledge, do research, investigation. Independent counseling I mentioned. If it is in Scorpio, Vishakha Nakshatra, if it's falling in Scorpio, these people may be a little secretive by nature also. They can go into occult fields of knowledge. They can go into occult practices. Some transformation can definitely come about in their life, which I mentioned, in the field of education or career, or in life, in relationship, some transformation can come about if it's in Scorpio. And also, if it's in Scorpio, spiritual practices, occult healing practices, these are very promising fields. Even sharing their knowledge, healing others with their knowledge, That also is good, even if it is in Scorpio. If it's in Scorpio, they can also do well in technology. Technology is very good. Research investigation is also good for Scorpio. So all these things. They can also go into administration if it is in Scorpio. Yes, government and administration also. Relationship, they want passionate connection, intense passionate connection. They want sexual compatibility with their partner, definitely. They want total commitment in the relationship and transparency in the relationship. That's very important. And definitely remaining, as if it's a spiritual bond with their partner. So spiritual connection is also important. So all that about Vishakha and Scorpio. So I've covered everything about Vishakha. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra. Okay, which is Anuradha Nakshatra. Anuradha Nakshatra is ruled by planet Saturn. It falls in the zodiac Scorpio. So you have to Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So you have to combine the energies of Saturn and Mars. All right. The deity of Anuradha Nakshatra is Mitra or Lord Mitra, who is a solar deity, the deity of friendship. Okay? Deity of friendship. Anuradha Nakshatra is also connected to those organs which are hidden in the body, like the organs responsible for reproduction or digestive process. So these people definitely, some level of secrecy will always be associated with them. They will be secretive in some way about their intentions and motives. Also, they may not like to reveal everything to others. But they will be people who will, on the surface or even generally, they will believe in friendship. They will believe in healthy, friendly connections with others. That is very important for them, maintaining friendship. So, on the one hand, secretive about their true intentions. On the other hand, believes in maintaining friendship. So, this is a wonderful nakshatra for a politician. This is a wonderful nakshatra for being a successful politician, Anuradha. If you go into the government sector, if you're into politics, if you're into administration, if you're into administrative sector, whether you're in the administrative sector in a government position or if you're in an administrative position in the private sector, you will do very well. So, yeah. They can be diplomats, ambassadors also. Anuradha Nakshatra people, they can also do well in the field of occult, healing, psychology, technology, research, investigation. These are all good fields for them. Even they could be connected to, as far as profession is concerned, connected to some trading, investments. That can also be good for them. They could also be connected to the field of law, medical profession, technology, any field of work which involves research, investigation, gaining in-depth knowledge. That is good for Anuradha natives, whether if your moon or Ascendant Lord is in Anuradha Nakshatra. Now, the symbol of Anuradha Nakshatra is the lotus flower. Yes. Alright, lotus. So they always know how to float like a lotus. They have all kinds of connections, in-depth connections they have. But they're always able to float on the water. So that is the beauty of this nakshatra. So on the surface, they're always blooming like a lotus. They're always friendly. They're always ready to help you out and be friends with you. They'll always appear, and not just appear, they will truly be, if they keep gaining knowledge. Okay? Ruled by Saturn and Mars. So if they remain hardworking, then they will definitely, by dint of their efforts, patience, experience, practical experience, they will gain knowledge in life. They will have practical knowledge about things. Alright? If they remain disciplined and structured also, they will do very well in life. Anuradha natives. And they will always bloom like a lotus wherever they are placed. Okay? Wherever they were born, like destiny puts you in a certain position, in a certain vocation, in a certain environment. So wherever they will find themselves, they will bloom from there. From there itself, they will bloom like a lotus. So all these qualities Anuradha Nakshatra people have. They have this ability to overcome obstacles, challenges, and finally attain success and become victorious. Yes. The animal symbol. The animal symbol is the deer, the female deer. The female deer that stands for curiosity, very curious to explore things, to go to the depth of things and gain knowledge, explorative energy. Again, deer stands for, female deer also stands for grace. They'll be very graceful. Again, sensitive, very sensitive people. They'll be very sensitive, even emotionally sensitive. Great intuitive powers. Alright, and alertness. They'll always be alert. That's why the animal symbol is female deer. They'll be able to apprehend what's coming. If an enemy is about to attack, they will sense that from a distance or beforehand. That's why they will do well in politics, administration, in diplomacy, even in occult, even as a psychologist. So these are all promising fields for Anuradha. In relationship, they want total commitment, transparency. There shouldn't be any breach of trust. There should be total transparency. There should be great intimate connection with the partner. Spiritual connection, also great sensual connection that is important for them in the relationship. All these things about Anuradha Nakshatra. Now let's move on to the final nakshatra of today's video, which is part 2. Don't worry, other nakshatras, I will come up with part 3 in due time. So, yeah, final nakshatra in today's video is Jyeshtha Nakshatra. What will happen if your Ascendant Lord or Moon is in Jyeshtha Nakshatra? Jyeshtha Nakshatra is ruled by planet Mercury and it falls in the zodiac Scorpio. So it is ruled, the sign Lord is Mars. So you have to combine the energies of Mercury and Mars. Mercury and Mars. These people, they will excel in the field of law. They have great argumentative capabilities, debating abilities. Again, if Mars and Mercury are more or less well placed in the chart, no one can defeat them in a debate. They have great logical sense, reasoning abilities. They have knowledge. They are knowledgeable. They have great intellectual capabilities. they have not just thoughts, they have thoughts, thinking power, but they also have the ability to implement those thoughts into action, because it's not just Mercury and thoughts and thinking, it's also Mars, which signifies action. That is, you have great ideas and you have to implement, you know how to implement those ideas and act accordingly. That power they have. That is why Jyeshtha Nakshatra, the deity is Lord Indra. Indra is the king of all gods. So no one can take away Indra's royal throne, because Indra will remain the king. Why? Because they have great ability to think swiftly and also implement those thoughts and ideas, and implement and act accordingly. So no one can defeat them. So they are born to be kings and rulers, whichever field of profession. Again, if Mars and Mercury are well placed, they will always be the leader in their field of work. People will look up to them as a role model. They will lead, they will be the king. Unquestionably, they will be the, king in their field of work. Okay? Indisputable king. But yes, in order to maintain that throne and to remain the king, Lord Indra, definitely had to adopt a lot of strategies. Yes. So they will also have great strategies, Jyeshtha people, and they will know how to, adopt strategies and implement those strategies. Definitely they can be secretive, Jyeshtha people. They can be secretive. They can do very well in, again, administration, politics, government sector. Any sort of administrative sector, they will do very well. Jyeshtha people. Jyeshtha refers to the elder one, the elder, Jyeshtha. So the elder one is generally the leader, because the younger ones will follow the elder. So he will lead, he or she will lead. So they have this power to lead others also. Yeah. Now, Jyeshtha Nakshatra, talked about the deity. What about the animal symbol? The animal symbol is the male deer. Male deer. Just now, a little while ago, I mentioned in case of Anuradha, it's the female deer. In case of Jyeshtha Nakshatra, the animal symbol is the male deer. So deer, that means Jyeshtha people also, they have great energy, explorative energy to explore things. They want to know about so many things. They have quest for knowledge, they have quest for truth, and so they will excel in any field of research, investigation. In the field of law, legal sector, in the healthcare sector, in surgery, they can be great surgeons. Any kind of healers, occultists, in the field of Ayurveda, psychologists, healing, spiritual practices. These are all promising fields for Jyeshtha people. Even the field of technology, very suitable. The field of investments, very suitable for Jyeshtha natives. Any field of work which involves gaining knowledge. Again, male deer is also known not just for inquisitiveness, curiosity and explorative energy. Deer is also known for adaptability. Deer is known for resilience. Resilience. Yes, just a moment. Yeah. Grace, sensitivity. Alertness. Alertness. That's what deer is known for. So they are always alert, very alert. The deer. So they are alert. They can apprehend. So they are intuitive, Jyeshtha people. Again, if Mercury and Mars are well placed, very intuitive. They can apprehend things. They can foresee things. It's a great intuition power. So they can excel in the field of occult world. Occultists, astrologers, tarot readers. They can do very well in these fields. Now, they can also guide people. So they can do well as independent counselors also. Counseling is also a very good field for Jyeshtha people. Alright. Now, these people, they will do well in life if they always gain knowledge. If they do research, investigation, go to the depth of things, gain knowledge, they will excel in their field of work. Jyeshtha people, no matter where they are placed, in which profession they are placed or whatever be their vocation, they will excel if they remain intuitive, if they remain knowledge seekers, if they, sharpen their research abilities, then definitely they will do very well in their field of career. They can be wonderful counselors, advisors. They can do very well in the administrative sector and in all other fields which I mentioned a little while ago. Healing, occult, psychology and so on, even investments. So yeah, in relationship they want total commitment, transparency. Not just sexual connection or great sensual relationship, but they also want total transparency in the relationship. It should be based on total mutual trust. Alright? So that is very important for Jyeshtha people. They want their partner to be totally committed to them. So all these things about Jyeshtha Nakshatra, if your Ascendant Lord or Moon is in Jyeshtha. Okay, the deity I have already mentioned, Lord Indra. So yeah, the symbol. The symbol of Jyeshtha Nakshatra is the circular amulet. The circular amulet, the earring or the umbrella. You can wear a circular amulet, okay, to protect yourself against evil eye or anything. So, that amulet will protect you, circular amulet, or it can protect you. It is something which will protect you from any sort of danger. Yes, the circular amulet. The earring, okay? Or it also shows the umbrella. Umbrella, the king, somebody is always holding the umbrella. The king is under the umbrella. So, that means what? They will be successful in their field of work. They'll have a kingly presence, a royal presence, and they'll finally be able to achieve the heights of the greatest heights of success in their field of work. Alright? Now, so what does the symbol signify? The symbol signifies, that there is something royal also about this nakshatra. That these people, they also can have a great desire for power, authority. Now again, if there is some affliction in this nakshatra lord, sign lord, then what will happen? These people can become a little dominating in their field of work or even in their personal life and relationship. They may have a tendency to control others, dominate others. That also may be there. Because these people, Jyeshtha people, they have a lot of desire to gain power and authority. They want to be the protector also. The protector, the provider. the controller. That's what they want to be also. That's all about Jyeshtha Nakshatra, and also about all the different nakshatras which I covered today, from Magha Nakshatra to Jyeshtha Nakshatra in this part 2. In the part 3 video, the final part 3, I will be covering the remaining nakshatras up till Revati Nakshatra. Okay, so it will come up very soon. Have patience, dear friends. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. If you want personal consultation, details are there in the description. You can get in touch. Also, if you want to learn astrology, you can. Or even you can, if you want to learn tarot, you can get in touch. A gentle reminder, be kind, compassionate, merciful to all animals, birds and creatures. Try to be a vegetarian. And also donate vegetarian food and drinking water to orphanages, old age homes, and also to those care homes that shelter the unprivileged, the physically or mentally challenged. So be kind to all of them. See you, friends, next time. Thank you.